Hi, good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have had so many takes trying to make this video. I'm just going to tell you because it's a topic that's super important to me, and I feel like it's something that we all need, and so I want to get it just right. But I know that this is not going to be perfect, but I'm just going to speak from my heart, and I'm going to share from my own experience. And I really hope and pray that it touches something in you and convicts you to be more you and less what everybody else wants you to be. So this has been something that I didn't necessarily intend to be part of this series, but it just keeps popping into my heart and into my mind. And a couple days ago, I was like, all right, I just need to talk about this. I need to address it with everybody. So here's where this all began. When I started this journey a few weeks ago and launched this website, I have been blown away by the amount of support and encouragement and just lifting up of others. And it's been so good. So thank you for your part in that. I could not do this without that. And so thank you for the encouragement that you've sent. But you guys, I realized, and I knew this when I started, there's always good and there's always bad. With encouragement, there's also going to be criticism, right? There's always going to be that balance in life. And putting myself out there and doing this journey, I knew that I was going to experience both. Now, it has been overwhelmingly good. And so that speaks to the character of the people that I have in my life right now, which I am so thankful for. But there's also those that are going to question or criticize or have advice, welcomed or not, for this. And you know what? It's a good thing, you guys. It's good to be challenged and it's good to be questioned, because oftentimes that convicts us even further. And that's exactly what has happened. So this past week, I was speaking to a friend, and we were talking about the website, and she said, Amy, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, okay, tell me, please. I want a constructive criticism. And she said, I think that you need to revamp your model of what you're doing. I was like, oh, okay. So what are you thinking? And she's like, I think you need to take out the Christian undertone of your website and your videos. She's like, it's so polarizing. She's like, by including faith in God and Christianity in what you do, you are immediately eliminating half of your network from following you and watching your videos. Whoa, that is not what I was expecting at all, you guys. I mean, I was so fired up. So first of all, Christianity is not a tone of my life. I strive to make it the foundation of my life and the focus of everything that I do. That's part of who I am, right? This is me. I am trying to be really authentic in who I am and stepping out and doing this. If I'm not true to myself, how can I expect any of you to be? Right? I feel like I need to lead by example and do this. And it just really convicted me, you guys, more than ever. I refuse to shrink myself to fit in someone else's box. And I refuse to shrink my faith or my God to make other people more comfortable. The people who want to hear this and who need to hear this, I truly believe are going to hear it. And it's not going to be for everybody, I understand that. But I need to be true to me, and I need to be true to who I think God wants me to be. Now, I have not always been this way. Like, I have been a people pleaser all of my life, and I have cared way too much about what other people think of me and trying to please other people or be popular or be normal or fit into the mold of what everyone else is doing. And I'm done. You guys, I'm done. I'm still growing, like I'm not done changing and evolving, but I'm done trying to please, okay? I am living my life now for the audience of one and not for the audience of everyone else. I feel like I am just starting to embrace my uniqueness, my strengths, my faults, the gifts that I have been blessed with, and the love that God has for me. And starting to realize those things and embrace them for what they are and see them from a perspective of gratitude and excitement. You guys, it's so freeing. It is so freeing. So while that comment kind of made me pause and it took me back a little bit because I wasn't expecting it, it has spurred me on and it has fired me up. And I am ready to do this. So if this is something that you struggle with, and I think all of us do if we're really honest with ourselves, if you are too worried about what other people think and you're making choices and your actions are reflecting other people's opinions and perspectives, I want you to stop. I want you to stop. I want you to take a hard look at yourself. Think about who you are who you are meant to be, what brings you passion and joy and makes you excited to get up in the morning, and be that person. Live for the audience of one, not for the reaction and the approval of everyone around you. I think part of what spurred this comment on from this particular person also is that I've changed. And so what she and others are hearing from me now is not what they would have heard from me 3, 4, or 5 years ago. You guys, have I changed? Absolutely. That is the point, right? If we are not constantly challenging and growing and evolving as people, why are we here? You guys, I do not believe in complacency, and I do not believe staying the same. We need to honor this life that we've been giving by continuing to learn and grow and experience new things. If we're not learning and growing and changing to become better people and better moms and better citizens, then why are we here? I feel like we're slowly dying if we're not moving forward. Don't be afraid to be you, to embrace who you are, and to step out and be so big that you don't fit inside other people's boxes. That's a good thing. Create your own box and be okay being the only person in it for a while. Because eventually, if you are representing your true self and you're putting yourself out there who you are meant to be, your people will find you and you will find your people. And soon you're going to be in a box that's very crowded with amazing people who are just like you. So I pray that you have people in your corner who not only accept you for exactly who you are, but they encourage you to be that person and they celebrate you as you are becoming that person. Because if you don't, you guys, you need to think about, what are you putting out? Who are you representing? What are you presenting to those around you? Because that is a direct reflection of who is coming into your life, right? So I have to talk about this because, again, this has been a revelation to me just this week thinking about all of this. I had another time in my life when I stepped out and did something really bold. 3 years ago when I entered into the journey of being an entrepreneur. That was a really big decision for me. And it did not come without a lot of criticism and a lot of questioning and a lot of opinions and judgment from other people. Now, that is different than this journey. And why? Well, at that point in my life, I had just begun my journey of faith. And so I had a lot of maturing to do. I had a lot of growing to do. You guys, I allowed people in my life who had these judgmental, negative opinions of things. And I was feeding into that, okay? I was right along with them. I was judging other people, gossiping, sharing my opinion when they didn't need my opinion, right? It doesn't matter what other people think. But I thought so at that point. And so I was putting it out there, and so that's what I was getting in return. And I realize that now. Now, years later, moving on in my journey, trying to become a better person all around, I am now surrounded by so many people who lift me up and encourage me and support me and love me for who I am. And I am so, so grateful for that. But in order to get those people, you guys, I had to make changes. Like, I had to think about, who do I want to be? What kind of people do I want in my life? And that's what I need to start presenting to the world. So I want you to think about who's in your corner, all right? Are you being authentically you? And are those people in your corner supporting and celebrating you? We will never, ever please everyone, you guys. It is impossible. So I want to just tell you, stop shrinking yourself to fit in other people's boxes. Embrace who you are meant to be. And I want you to fight the good fight, to be intentionally and authentically you with no apologies, right? We were not intended to live in doubt and fear and insecurity. We are called to be bold, and we are more than conquerors. You absolutely need to let your light shine for who you are. Go get it. Fight the good fight. Embrace you and live the life that you were meant to live. I am so excited. I want to hear from you. Like, I want to know how things are impacting you. I want to know, like, what is good, what is bad. Talk to me. I'd love to hear it in the comments. And I hope everybody has an awesome day. See ya.